Have we become cowards? I want you to think about that for a second. Have we become cowards? I know some of you saying, Harvey, what the hell are you talking about? When I see black men and black women defending questionable behavior or attacking those who call out the questionable behavior, or those who wait till white people attack us, the ones who playing this shit out, I have to go with, yes, we're cowards. Yes, we indulge in self-hatred. Here it is, we have a group of black men and black women and children in our community who are destructive, who want nothing more out of life to just destroy or live off somebody else's dime. And when we put a mirror up to that, we get called our names. We get called Uncle Toms, which is an improper term. We get looked upon as sellouts, which we're not. We actually have genuine love for our community. What y'all have done is conflated actual sambos, coons, handkerchief heads, turncoats, and lumped us into that group. So it's this confusion that comes along. I don't know about you, but I have no love for a black man or black woman who does harm within their community. I have no love for a black man and black woman who is constantly rationalizing questionable behavior. But I definitely don't have love for a black man or black woman or a black child that allow white people to send them off, or allow white people to instigate shit or get you guys riled up. And I hate to keep going using Tommy Sotomayor and the sister, I forget her name is Jeannie something, as an example, but I can't help but go there. When the Don Imus thing happened, he called black women nappy-headed hoes. Instead of black women focusing on what this white man and so many other white men have said about them, past or present, we allowed the white media to flip it around back on the black man, saying that the black rappers are doing this. When in fact we have white producers, white owners, white executives that put out or tell these young performers, in order to get airplay, you must talk about bitches and hoes. You must perform in videos where you disregard or degrade your women or women in general. Because they've been pushing this mindset for years that the black man is your enemy, when we're not. Sisters sat around for a long time and let themselves be manipulated by white men and white women. And when black men started saying, okay, this is how y'all want to play it, we'll play it this way. Now, I'm not saying what these brothers are doing is right. But now y'all want to talk about the black man is no good, when there are brothers out here, men like myself, who want to defend y'all, who want to love y'all, who want to make sure y'all safe, who want to make sure that our community grows in a positive way, if not a negative way. But some of y'all out here have taken sides. Y'all hear certain things. Now, there are some videos out here where black men have been very disrespectful. There are black men in society who are disrespectful, but that's not the entirety of us. Now, there are black men out here who are tired or frustrated with a certain mindset for some of our women. And when we call them out, we get accused. We get accused of being disrespectful. Now, as I said in my other videos, I watched both sets of videos from Tommy and Jeannie. I believe that's her name. Excuse me, sister, about you speak your name. It's not done intentionally. And I'm going to be honest with you, both were wrong. Tommy has put up videos that have been put out in public domain about a certain type of black woman or a certain type of black man that's out there cooning. And for some reason, we don't like being put on blast. And it seems to me it's like a certain type of black person gets offended. If you're not a baby daddy or a baby mama or a pimp or a slut or whatever, you shouldn't take offense to this. But there are videos out here or websites dedicated to mocking the black man, the black woman, the black child, the black family, and we say little or nothing. But when white folks jump in our business, then we take on this reaction type tone. I don't understand it. Y'all cannot deny that some of our women, unfortunately, is becoming a regular thing, have been used or out here showing their natural ass. Now, for years we point out black men faults. real or imagined. But it seemed to me nobody wants to point out black women faults. Now, sisters will sit there and say, you're disrespecting us. Wait a minute, I got a question. And I'm going to say this again. When that psychiatrist last year, a Japanese psychiatrist, basically said that black women are ugly, were the videos out here calling him out, calling him a dog, calling him no good? When that sister was raped last year and so many other black women were raped and come up missing, why are the videos at? If y'all not hood rats or what some of these videos describe some of these sisters as, why didn't y'all call it that woman that lied on what's that, Brian Banks, sent that young brother to jail for 6 years? See, y'all have been manipulated, and some of us are calling you out, just like some of the women are calling black men out who do question behavior. Because you know what? Whether we like it or not, we learned these behaviors from the slave master and their descendants. Remember, they was the original baby daddies, baby mamas, pimps, prostitutes, drug dealers, warmongers, and they still are in a lot of cases. Look, y'all coming after Tommy because white folks sent y'all off. And I said it now and I say it again. I don't agree with everything he says. I think sometimes he goes too far in some things. And sometimes I think that he's right on point. Sometimes I think that he made them put disclaimers. But a person with common sense would know that he's not talking about all black men and black women. And sometimes people need to understand he used sarcasm, tongue-in-cheek type stuff. But sometimes they go over people's head. This is why I say we got to learn our history, control our dollar. And sometimes we need to get out our comfort zone. I'm telling y'all right now, these things are done to destroy the black family. This is why they don't want us talking about our history, because if you keep us from talking about our history, our past, or things that should be important to us, you keep us in disarray. I love my black people. I love my black women. But when I see y'all attacking brothers because brothers are talking about a question behavior that we find repulsive, and then y'all attack, then y'all get mad because you pointed it out, then you have to say and ask yourself, why are black men deciding to step outside the community? We don't want to have to go out there and date outside the community, because we know how people outside the community are. Not all, but enough. Like I said, I watched both sets of videos. I know what was said and what wasn't said, and I ain't taking no sides in this one. I just said, like I said, both were wrong. But some of y'all have not watched videos, or y'all have taken bits and pieces. And like I said, some of y'all have been raised by women. So whatever the woman says is on point. And this is not to attack the black woman. I don't want y'all going there thinking that. But this is just an observation. But y'all have allowed white men and white women, other people of other ethnicities to come in and get in our business and say things or take things out of context. And I say this again, some of y'all out here who are leaving comments on my channel or bashing or sending me personal messages saying I'm supporting Tommy. I never said I supported Tommy. What I have issue with is us letting white people jump in our conversations and say and do things that are not right. There are hundreds and hundreds of videos out here on YouTube, maybe thousands of videos on YouTube, where the black family or the black community is being mocked and bad. Where was this outrage when those Cuban girls was talking about the black community? Where's those outrage of those videos I have white people talking about Trayvon saying he deserved it, or making fun or calling him a monkey, or cracking jokes about that boy? See, a lot of us have been programmed that anytime a black man says something, right or wrong, we respond in a negative way. And a lot of y'all don't see it. This is why I refuse to get into the dirt with some of these sisters that was coming on my channel saying things, because I know why they doing this stuff. And even when I took the high road, there was still some of y'all out here, male and female, that just wouldn't let it go. Now, if you don't agree with Tommy, you well within your right. I'm not saying you should agree with him. Like I said, I'm not defending him. What I'm saying is I don't like the ganging up mentality that we have. And it only seemed like we got it once white people went off on him. And the only reason why they went off on Tommy because he pointed out something that white men do, and they don't like that. This is why I remember when I first started doing videos, I had got a lot of death threats from white men. A lot. And I got some from white women, but the overwhelming majority was white men. Notice every time a black man rises, they question his manhood, his sexuality, how much money he has, or how much money he don't have. Then if that doesn't work, they start working on our women and children. This is why I say, have we turned into a nation of cowards? What we should have done to those white YouTubers, whether they did it in respect or not, told them, stay out of our business. Because they have a history of getting into things and just mucking it up in some way. Like I said, I am a pro-black person. That doesn't mean I hate everybody or don't like other people. But right now, given our history, given the things that we got to deal with as a people, we don't need outside influence. We don't need people telling us how we should react and think when we're dealing with our own issues. A lot of our issues in our community is that we don't take time to listen to one another. This is why I say I try to find balance in things. I listen to both sides, then I make an educational decision or guess or observation. A lot of times, a lot of brothers out here, not just on YouTube but in public, have been unfairly attacked because we point out questionable behavior. No man wants a whore in his life. You know that saying, you can't turn a whore into a housewife? No, we don't want that. Lord knows I don't. There are women that I know have been drop dead gorgeous, fine. And let me get a little vocal for a second. Had some good pussy. But they couldn't hold a conversation. Everything they wanted to do was about partying and drinking, hanging out with their girls. And then you come to find out that you ain't the only person they messing with. So guys learn to be weary of that type of woman. And some guys are cool with sharing because some guys don't want the responsibility. But as I said before, I've watched not just Tommy videos, but other black male YouTube videos, and they pointed a questionable mindset out among some of our people and some of our women and some of our men. And some people can't take that. Y'all saying this brother's going around being disrespectful, but I've read some of the comments where people came to the channel being disrespectful as well. And you know what? His channels kept getting flagged and getting taken down for petty shit or shit that, and I remember he did a video, and I say this again, he did a video pointing out black women, how white people see y'all. And he pointed out and at a cost to himself. And some of y'all seem to forget that video. Because guess what? YouTube took it down. They don't want to keep the so-called controversial videos up or the misinterpreted videos. I keep trying to tell y'all, people are benefiting from the destruction of the black community and the black family. There was a time, even during slavery, the black family still stuck together. But you know why? Because we was forced to. Because we wasn't allowed to go into certain communities. But then once 1968, once the assassination of Dr. King took place, white Americans got slick. And they said, let them all come in. You can go into this store. They can move into this community. They can go to school. That don't mean we got to stay there. That don't mean we got to like them. We just smile in their face and tell what they want to hear, and they think they've made it. And a lot of y'all been mind-fucked into complacency. As I said before, this is not to defend Tommy or that sister. It's just to point out when white people get in that business, it becomes a muddy or cloudy issue. There's too many things that we see on a daily basis that we're not talking about. But it seemed to me when white people, especially white men, decide they want to criticize a black YouTuber, we jump in. This remind me of back when that Iman shit happened. White guy said something, but guess who ultimately got looked at it? Black men. We get blamed for every ill on this planet, and they've gotten to our women and children. And some of them don't want you to criticize. Like I give a perfect example. I did a video talking about we need to deal with the issues in our community, the violence in our community, and I said we need to bring the National Guard in. You know how many black people have gotten mad at me saying, "Well, you want to bring the man in?" No, if y'all use common sense, the military can offset a lot of these issues. They can probably do things that police officers can't do or have not been trained to do. Remember, we got people bringing AK-47s, 50 cals, military-grade weapons into our community. But y'all disagree with what I'm saying, but y'all haven't come up with any other answers. Some of y'all just say we got to pray. Or we got to create opportunities. Wait a minute. When I was a kid, it wasn't a whole bunch of after-school programs. And if they were, I didn't see them. I turned out all right. That's a fucking cop-out. Or your parents didn't hug you enough. That's a cop-out. So if a brother or sister's pointing out questionable behavior among our people, we should be throwing them under the bus. Should we sit there and say, you know what? Yeah, we do got black men and black women engaged in questionable behavior. Yeah, we do got black men and black women who are not taking care of responsibilities. Yeah, we got kids that are being disrespectful. But a lot of y'all jump on bandwagons, or y'all seen the owner respond when white say something because y'all feel embarrassed. Like I said, have I watched every video that Tommy has done? No. And some of the videos I don't agree. And in some videos he's on point. But a lot of times those videos he put up is already out here in public domain. When I came across the video on his site when they showed black women out in the club having sex, and I'm sitting there, but yeah, these are the same women who claim that some brother gave them a disease, but you out there letting dudes riding you raw. You out there doing things on camera and don't realize this shit lives on forever thanks to today's technology. But somehow he's bashing black women. Why not criticize those black men and black women who engage in that questionable behavior? So you won't have people like me or Tommy or any other black man or black woman putting this shit out or criticizing it. We got issues we got to deal with as a people, but it seems to me we become a bunch of cowards. We just don't want to. We don't want to address the issues when we need to. But it's not until white folks say something we want to get our panties up in a bunch. I don't know what else we can do as a people. Maybe I might just get to the point where I'm just going to say to hell with it. Because it seems like some of our people just don't want to get it. Y'all been warned.